We just took that break so we could eat some fruit. Tim Rohde from the West Fargo Cashwise here to talk a little bit about what's in season and how you know what is ripe. Because we're talking about the berries, you know when they look good, they're bright, they're sweet, they're awesome, and the prices are right. But you know, when you are looking at your cantaloupes, your watermelons, you don't always know if I'm getting a good one.
Right. So one way to tell is, in a case of a watermelon, the resting spot is this bright yellow piece, and you want to try to find one with a little bit larger yellow spot on it.
Oh.
And
really? I'd never heard that.
When you compare the melons that are in the bin, you want to compare the weight. So if the one next to it's a little bit lighter, you probably want to pick the heavier one because the water content's higher and then the sugar's higher. So that's probably the best way. The knocking method isn't probably so reliable.
So have you heard that before? Chris said that he had their...
You see them in the store all the time, they're knocking.
And you said this is a pretty good watermelon too.
This is a black diamond watermelon.
Black diamond.
So a little bit more premium variety. It isn't available very long. So what's special about this one is the flesh is a little bit darker, and so the sugar content's a little bit higher. And when you're talking about fruit, the sugar content's the most important thing. That's where you get the flavor from.
And I've been just devouring this. It's so sweet. It's really good watermelon.
Yeah, it's definitely the peak of season. We have the regular seedlesses, and then now we get a lot of requests for the seeded watermelons too, so we do carry those varieties still. And then there's all kinds of like mini watermelons and just
Where's
many.
the black diamond out of?
This is out of California right now.
Oh, nice.
Pineapple in right now?
Pineapple, in that season, we sell a lot more of that than we ever used to. But the season's a little bit longer. It just kind of varies on where they're getting it from. But it's an item that's great on the grill. If you ever tried that.
How do you know if this is good?
So one way you can tell is the green appearance here is going to mean that it's a little bit unripened or not as sweet right now. But they're the only fruit that's actually picked ready to eat. Most are picked so that they can transport, because they spend a couple days on a truck before they can get to the market. But you'll see this gold start to work its way up the pineapple, and then it'll give a little bit too, and then it'll start to emit that pineapple smell. That just
I was going to smell it. But
when it's on your counter at home, they smell great.
how about our melons over here?
Yeah, so the cantaloupe, one way to tell is
It's a workout in here.
right.
It's heavy.
This spot where the vine attaches, should give a little bit. And then this appearance, the underlying part, you see the tan exterior here, but the underlying part is turning tan here. So that means the sugar content's going up, it's getting a little bit more ripe. When it's not as ripe, you can see a little bit of the green still there. So when you go up to that bin and you're not going to use that product for a couple days, selecting something with a little bit more green might be the way to go, provided that you keep it on the counter, probably in a bag, then it'll start to do its thing.
Good stuff.
Ripening up.
Great stuff.
I feel like I should have known all this stuff, but now I feel like I'm going to go into the produce aisle a little...
You'd be an expert.
Okay, well, awesome. Tim, thank you so much for coming in. And of course, I mentioned we are going to have you back next Monday. We're going to talk about steaks and how you go into the grocery store, what steak is the best for the grill, and how do you not overcook it. So be sure to tune in next Monday as well, right here for North Dakota Today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, stay with us. Coming up next, we're going to be talking about who's bringing Viking superstar Adam Thielen to Fargo.